This is the Syma X5C quadcopter, which I received from my wife at Christmas, and I've not really had a chance to show it, and as you can see it barely fits on my bench here. It's a quadcopter. The guards come as standard, as I'm very much a beginner. I'm going to leave them on there. And it's the C model, which means it has a camera attached to the bottom of it, and I'll show you some footage later of my terrible flying. The battery sits underneath the camera and plugs in, and there's the power switch there. There's indicators. Green is rear, red is front. And it seems like quite a nice thing. It seems reasonably well built. Obviously it's lightweight. So it comes with this 2.4 gig controller, which has the usual features for a quadcopter. Power button, we can trim here the movements. I can't remember which is aileron or whatever. If we turn it on, there's a nice indicator and the screen lights up. As you can see, the screen here has some information on it as things change, the power and rudder and those sorts of things. I don't know much about quadcopters, you might be able to tell. There's also buttons on the top, which I believe can do flips when the camera is not installed. Not entirely sure what that one does. Let's check the manual. So you get a decent manual with this product. That switch up there was high, low speed settings. 3D version, that's the tricks you can do in high speed mode. And you can change between headless mode and auto home. Presumably auto home brings it back to you. In the box you also get replacement blades, a set of 4, a USB charger for the battery. So you get a screwdriver and a spare screw in case you lose one. And in the X5C you get a micro SD card reader and a micro SD card, which is a Kingston 4 gig. The standard battery is a lithium ion 3.7 volt cell. This one's 500 milliamp hours, but I quickly realised that that was only going to give me about 7 or 8 minutes of flying, especially if I was videoing. So I went and bought another 650 milliamp hour battery, 2 of them in fact, along with this little USB charger, which can charge up to 4 cells at once. I've only got 3, but they plug into the sides and the front like so, and the original battery obviously has the same connector. So with my batteries plugged into the charger and the power lead plugged into the USB port, fed from my solar battery bank, red indicates the battery is charging, and when the light goes off the battery is full. I'd already charged this one beforehand. So does that mean my quadcopter's solar powered? So that's enough talk about the Syma X5C quadcopter. I'm going to take it out now so you can have a laugh at my flying skills, and we'll test that video camera. So I'm sorry I've subjected you to that poor flying, that's why I kept the clip short. Unfortunately that video is not very good, is it? It is 720p, the camera on the X5C, but the quality of it is pretty poor. I did have an issue that the first time I took this out, using the included 4GB Kingston microSD card, it didn't record anything, and since I've put the microSD card into my computer, it seems to have failed. It won't format, and the computer thinks it's 5.7GB rather than 4. So whether this is a fake Kingston, because I know there are some out there, or whether this one has simply failed, I guess I'll never know. The angle of that camera is also a bit of an issue. We did see an awful lot of grass in that footage rather than the things that were in front of the quadcopter. I know I didn't take it very high, but that angle is a problem. I might try and lift that angle up so it's a bit more forward facing. Or I am slightly tempted to see if I can attach my Mobius camera and use that instead. If you just want a bit of fun flying this thing around, I think it's a really good product. It's pretty cheap, it seems well made, it works perfectly well, and it's certainly a good starter quadcopter. So hopefully you've enjoyed this little video about the Syma X5C quadcopter. If you did, please subscribe, comment and rate, and I'll see you next time. Thanks for watching.